22:11 here on New Star Radio 98.7 FM. I'm Marisha here with you now until midday, where of course each and every Saturday morning we make sure your money makes sense. I had the pleasure of doing a keynote speech to some young people, and as part of that I got to hear about what these young people were doing. And you know what I love about the youngsters these days is they make people my age feel worthless, because at 12 they're writing books, at 15 they're launching businesses, at 18 they've got YouTube channels popping it off like they are doing bits, when at that point I was selling a couple of rubbers in the playground and doing a paper round. It's a whole different world. But what I heard a lot of the youngsters share with each other is what they saw as being core to entrepreneurship. And whilst in essence a lot of what they said was correct, me and my old head now said, but I think there's a few things that you need to know from those who've been in the game or in the business for a little while. So this morning's 5 in 5, which is where I give you 5 tips in about 5 minutes about a subject of interest, is all about the 5 things that they tell you entrepreneurship is, but what I think it actually is instead. So number 1, we've all heard of the definition of entrepreneurship, and effectively it's where somebody takes on a risk or liability, and if you look in the dictionary, it will say someone who sets up a business and takes on the risk or liability of that business with the hope to make a profit. They will use words like visionary, and entrepreneurs indeed are visionaries. They have a vision, they decide they want to do something, and they get out there to get the thing done. But actually, rather than seeing yourself as a visionary, as an entrepreneur, I think you should see yourself as a change maker, because actually you're someone who is setting out to make a difference in your particular area or field. Now, hopefully that is going to solve problems. Yes, that is going to be you having your vision put out there, but actually the aim is not just to have a vision, because let me tell you something, I vision myself with a size 10 waist. It is about making the change to actually get there that really matters, okay? Which is why you'll see me in the gym trying to do these crunches. The second thing is people will refer to you as a business owner, which therefore suggests that you are a manager. You manage a business, you manage people, you manage processes. Good entrepreneurs are leaders, and there is a difference, and it's important for you to understand what that difference is. Leadership sets a direction and allows people to follow that course and that direction. Managers just tell you what to do based on some kind of dictation that they've received somewhere or an indication of know-how. Leaders think, managers do. There's a difference. So you want to put yourself into the leadership category. Number 3, entrepreneurs and business owners are always considered as people who offer services or products. Actually, you should be offering value. Good entrepreneurs offer value, and that's in everything that they do. It's not just in what they do with their business. I am very much of the mindset that entrepreneurship is about a journey and a lifestyle, not about a title and a thing. So that's why when people come to me and tell me about their serial entrepreneurs, they're multi-entrepreneurs, they are mompreneurs, dadpreneurs, all kind of preneurs. No, you ain't. You're an entrepreneur, and if you're doing it right, you're offering value to the world in everything that you do, whether you make money from it or not. As I keep saying, entrepreneurs are considered to be business owners. Okay, I run a business, I own a business, what have you. I fully disagree with that. I know amazing entrepreneurs out there who are not necessarily business owners. What they are skills developers, and that's the important factor. You see, a business as an entity is a house where something happens. But actually, how do you develop the skills within that house so that that house has the ability to grow, to scale, to offer value, and to make a difference? Well, you've got to recognize what you do well, what you don't do well, and what other people do well, and find ways to nurture them in the direction of your business. So a good entrepreneur develops skills. And finally, we always think about entrepreneurship as the place where we create success. It's not. It's the place where good entrepreneurs get great at failure and learn to fail forward. The best entrepreneurs in the world are the best failures. And why? Because they failed, but they found a way to turn that lesson into a blessing. So if you're out there right now wanting to be an entrepreneur, if you consider yourself one, ask yourself the question, am I a change maker? Am I a leader? Am I offering value? Am I developing skills around me? And am I failing forward? Because if you're just the dictionary definition of an entrepreneur, then you'll find that it could end up being quite short-lived. Love to know what you think. If there's any particular subject that you want to hear, then please do let me know. I know I got on my high horse for a minute, but sometimes that's what we need to do, because I tell you something, if you speak to the people who have fallen down in the trenches, what that allows you to do is avoid falling down in those same trenches yourself. And I think that's why I have these conversations at times, because the idea behind them is for you to achieve the success that some of us struggled to achieve, and by the time we started to achieve it, we were old. You can still do it while you're young. On that note, I'm going to play a little bit of Future featuring Drake. He says life is good. I'm glad it is, with the amount of children that he's got. When we come back, we'll be talking to our author.